Greetings everyone, hopefully you can hear me. Let me get into my channel, see if it loads up, make sure you can hear me. I can hear me, so that's a plus. Let me move that rag and say hello to Maureen. Okay, what's going on? Please stop. Chatty chat. Okay, let's try that again. Hello, Maureen and Linda and Kmato, and Crystal's Creations, PJB Stamper. Hi, long time no see. And then it's Janine is in the house. Oops, I don't know what I did there. I almost blocked somebody. My fatty fingers running over to chatty chat. How are you lovely ladies doing this evening? And greetings to all of those lurkers out there. You know what? I've been cleaning my craft room, rearranging. So hopefully the camera and the lighting looks better. I tell you guys, but I left my glasses downstairs, so I can't see. Linda can hear me. That's fabulous. I thought today we would play with the ton. This one is Poppy Close Up. I got this one at Stamp Away here in Ohio. I can never remember where it's located. Put that in a garbage, but look at that Beautimous thing. Look how huge it is. This is an A2 size card base. This one here, it just fills it up. And so what's really great is you can do half the card and leave a sentiment. You could do this half of the card and still have room for sentiment. But yeah, so we can just fiddle around with it and see how we want it to look. And I'm going to take up most of the card. I think I'm gonna do all of this and squeeze it on there, kind of like that. But I'm gonna do it on my lighter. This is the last I have of my light colored cardstock. Oh, poor Janine is still sick, and Pam's delay is ginormous. Gotta tap that fast 40 button. Hopefully you're not getting sick. Okay, so we're gonna put that over there. We're gonna grab our Misty. The new craft cardstock that I got from Hobby Lobby, it's more like bag, you know, shopping bag, but thick. If you can imagine that, that's kind of what it looks like. It's got a rough texture. This one here is one that I got off of Amazon based on Tea from Not Afraid of Color, which is a much nicer, much smoother, and can be a card base. I need to get more of this one because this one doesn't make good card bases. And because of that, we're gonna do it like this. We're gonna put this on here so that I have a craft card base, and then we're gonna stamp and trim and put our image on that one. So we're gonna have two colors of cardstock, only because this is my last piece, and we're gonna use her up. I need that. I don't need that. We're gonna stamp on this one. We're gonna plop that down in there somewhere. We're gonna, yay, it fits. Don't lose that. Get this big old stinky stamp. Ooh, that's a ginormous poppy, you guys. It's Beautimous. Okay, and then the other thing too is what you know, because this one has a bunch of ruffles in it and this one's not so ruffly. But I think I want the ruffly side for shadows. For shadows. I've got some Distress Lost Shadow glaze. So I'm going to use that after we're all done coloring to see how it's going to look. I don't know. We're going to have fun with it though. So we can still, if we wanted, we could still get a sentiment in there. You know me, I probably won't. Probably won't. Turn it just a little bit more. I want those leaves. There we go. I think I'm going to stamp it just like that. We're going to get our bar to hold our paper. Dawn, Dawn, hello, hello. I had an interesting thought. Rear-ended by a cop. Obviously, he wasn't paying attention. Red taillights means stop. I bet you he just felt kind of... Yeah, did he give himself a ticket? That is too funny. Hopefully he didn't hit you too hard and give you whiplash and everything. We're doing better. So he obviously hit you pretty hard if you had not feeling, if you felt the pain, you know what I mean? I'm gonna use the Fade Out No Line Coloring by Ink on 3. Cause yeah, I don't know. Just try, wait, how much of this do I need to stamp up? I don't know. I don't know. We're just gonna stamp it up, and if I missed a spot, we'll go back and get it. Oh, thank you, Miss Kemato. And everybody for my blessings. For my sneezy blessings. I stirred up a lot of dust having to rehang my little stand. Tried to get some of the white out. Had to move a camera. Moved the light several times, and I just wound up putting it back where I had it. Okay, why are you not picking up? Where is that? And this no line coloring stuff, it's $4 for the little guy and like $8 or $9 for the big one. I think I'm gonna invest in the big one for things like this. For things like this. Stamp, stinker. Okay, I think that's gonna be good enough. Well, no. What is going on there? Oh no, that's kind of what it does right there. I just double stamped it, but that's okay. Because of the no line, we're going to all right, Linda. That's fabulous. Oh no, your friend's car? That's even, yeah, that stinks. Okay, let me clean this. Peel and stick. Oh, I almost had it. It's so ginormous. Let's try this again. Goes right. There we go. Sort of. Fix it later. Fix it later. Get this put back together. Ow, too herniated. Ow. Poor Maureen. She got abused. Okay. We're gonna zoom in. La 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 la. So we're gonna use some alcohol markers today. Do I want to use alcohol markers? I don't know. I don't know. You know what? I don't. I got some Arteza markers from a lovely subby, Debbie Warren. Yeah, it's a huge stamp. It's beautiful. So we're gonna take some oranges and yellows to color this thing in. I don't have the markers set up very good, so it's hard to see what I need. I'm gonna take that one. Well, that's pink. We might need a brown, maybe a reddish brown. I don't know. For our centerpiece. And even though it's a poppy, and a lot of poppies are like bright red and stuff, I'm gonna do mine a little on the orange side. Get in there, markers. I just need, there's a yellow, there's, I don't know what that is. We'll see. Well, that's too bright. And again, this stamp is by the ton. I'm sure they're online. TheTonStamps.com. The Ton Stamps. Okay, we've got these. We're gonna get a water brush, because these are watercolor pens, so we can hopefully pull some of the color. Now this is not watercolor paper, but you know me. I'm gonna get whatever I feel like using. I lost my chatty chat. Okay, so we're gonna get ourselves a towel. Now this water pen has been used in some glittery stuff, so it's got some glitter going on too. And let's see how these are gonna work. I don't know, you guys. We're just gonna color normal. Get that laid in there. And your color is gonna change because of the paper. You know, the paper's already colored. These are weird to color with. I don't know. I might be doing something wrong. But we'll see. So I used that one. This one in here. There's a line right there. This no line coloring is kind of fun, let me tell you. Because you can see the lines, but then they kind of disappear once you get some color on them. I'm not using a ton of water. not a ton of water on this ton stamp because this is not watercolor paper, so it's going to work a little bit differently. It's kind of pretty. Let's see. Kind of like that. This is going to be a little bit darker in here the closer you get to the center. And we're just going to go ahead and fill that all in. Super fine tips with the water brush pens. And they are water based. Alright, look at that. Some of this in the center. And it doesn't have to be perfect because you gotta layer in some other colors for your poppy centers. Tag book thingy, is that a yes? Absolutely. I made a prototype of a little tag book thingy. Awesome sauce! I'll have to go look. We're just gonna kind of swipe in this orange, just like so. Again, not being perfect. Heaven knows we don't need perfection. It's kind of impossible thing. Okay. This line here. Let's see, we use those two. Let's see what this one looks like. Okay. Kind of another darkish orangey color. That's alright. I'm gonna send it in here with some of these folds. Sometimes I just look at it and just like, oh, let's put some dark there. Let's put some light there. You know, I don't really have a method to my madness. We just kind of throw it in there. Like so. And since we got some of that over there, we'll put it over here a little bit. See that? We just kind of toss it wherever we feel like. Usually the darkest areas are going to be under folds. So we're going to go back in and get some darker going on, like so. And I'm going over the same area, but not 100%. So that's going to give us highs and lows in our darkest areas. Okay. Ugh, loving that. Oh, let me pull that down. Lunchbox thingamabob. You know, because this paper is porous, okay, it's absorbing all of the ink, so it's gonna take a lot to get it moving around because it is not watercolor paper. We'll do this one again. I'll do a pre-recorded with some actual watercolor paper, and you'll see if you have the papers, you know, you're gonna get nice different effects. Feels like it might be drying out, but it's also is very possible it's just the paper sucking the life out of that pen. Let's see if I have another yellow. I don't know what color this is. It looks kind of clear. Okay. I need a yellow. Wait, were you yellow? No, you were brown. You look like a yellow. There we go. Get another yellow. Okay. So we'll go in with our water brush. I'm going to put a little bit of puddle here and get this moving. Look at that. Okay. Just grabbing the ink that I pull on there and pulling it down into the areas that I didn't color so much, like so. Okay. And we don't mind if we go outside the edges. This one might have been better with a darker doodad, but we're gonna go in with the even darker. So this one got a little bit of funkiness going on, and that's okay. We're just gonna gently wipe it. Then we're gonna spray it. Okay, there's a little bit of chunkies in there. We're just gonna clean that brush, just like so. There we go. See if we can't get some darkness out of this pen. There we go. Look at that. There we go. Follow some of these lines that the artist put in for us. And if they're still not dark enough, we're going to let it dry a little and then go back in with another color. And I'm not following the lines perfectly because I don't have time for that. We're just going to go in as gently, you know, I'm not pushing hard with this pen. Okay, it's got, the ink wants to come out, so we're just going very lightly. Okay. Dry it a little. We're going to go in with an even darker one. Put some of that in here. Okay. And then come back in here and add some little darkness areas. Gonna follow along this little area with some of this reddish cadmium orange. It does look red to me on this paper because we're gonna go in with some browns. Oops. Probably help if I put the caps back on. Okay, and then we're gonna go in and color our little stamen. Had to think about the name a bit. Okay, so we added some browns in there. Reddish brown. Again, not following perfection. I lost my lines a little while ago, so they're still kind of there, but I can't really see them, so it is what it is. And then we're just going to soften up the lines a little bit with our little bit of water. I had some water. There we go. And we just need to be careful about rubbing the area too long, because it will pill the paper. And pilling is when the texture of the paper starts pulling up. The particles of the paper start pulling up, which could give some very interesting texture-y bits. Look at that. Look at that. Ooh. Ooh, I like that. Okay, now hopefully we won't muck it up. Hopefully we won't muck it up. We're gonna go in. We're gonna get our Versamark, whatever embossing pen that you have. I'm a Versamark fan, although I do have this brand, I don't know, embossed dual pen by Tuscaneco. But, yeah, we're gonna use my favorite. Okay, got my heat tool. Need a little piece of paper, pardon me. I'm gonna reach up there. Got my paper. I got my Shadow Distress, because this is just supposed to put like a light gray over everything. So we'll see. We'll see. And for that, I'm gonna get the brush tip. That way there we can kind of brush tip just like we did the whole thing. And I'm just gonna do a little bit, you know, I'm not doing a ton, haha. And then we're just gonna kind of go over anywhere that I put extra dark areas. And again, they're not perfect, and we can always go fix it if we need to. So I'm gonna start with that little bit. Oh, that's right, I haven't even used this yet, you guys. I gotta get the paper off. I need my knife. I'm gonna set it in there. Just roll it around. So that'll give us a ring. And that. Chuck those in the garbage. Hopefully my ink hasn't dried. Okay. Got a protected seal. I don't know where we put it. We're just gonna get it on there. Got my fan blowing, so hopefully we don't make too big of a mess. Ooh, that looks neat. Not even dried up yet. I'm gonna set this to the side. We're gonna turn on our doodad. I don't want to cook my hands, so I'm gonna grab my happy clappers. Mr. Jim, how are you doing? Okay, that's really cool. Do we see? Ooh. Oh, isn't that pretty? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Now, this part, you can see where it kind of made a wonky line right there. Miss Debbie J. So, oops, wrong one. I can come in and just kind of fill that in so it doesn't look like a little wonky line. And then I might want a little bit there and a little bit there. And I think I want just a little bit more down in this area here. And maybe that there. Okay, so now we can come back and just add some more. Ooh-wee. Look at that. Ooh. And this is the glaze, okay? Glaze is a little bit different than the actual embossing powder because most embossing powders are opaque and it would just totally cover our image. But if you look, aside from clear, you know, but if you look, you can still see the reddish color underneath that. Just, oh. So I only bought 2 colors of the embossing powders, plus I have another one. I'm gonna slowly get a rainbow, but I got me some Twisted Citron and then the Lost Shadow. Lost Shadow would probably be a good one to start with because you can just add it to all your little shadowy areas. Okay, I don't know why I just cleaned that off when I got to put more in. And it's just like embossing powder, okay? Same principle. It's just get your Versamark or embossing powder acceptor. Words are hard today. My words are hard today. So, yeah, get the medium that you need to attract the embossing powder and hold it in place while you heat it. And as you heat it, you watch it and, oops, rag's dirty. That one needs to go in the bath. Ugh. Okay, and then we're gonna trim this down. I think we're gonna do our decal trimmer. Our decal trimmer, yeah. Okay, so we're just gonna do a little bit on one side, rotate it over, and get it down to 4. And then we're gonna take a little off of the top. And then we're gonna get this down to 5 1/4. 5 1/4. So it's A2 size minus 1/4 inch on a top and a bottom. We've got our other pieces. And then I moved everything. I don't know where my glue is. So we're gonna do our glue. And this one almost completely covers. I cut it just a teeny weeny bit shy. So we're gonna have a thin white line all the way around. And that's just cutting off slivers. Emptiness scrapper, hello. Let's, I don't know, do we want to? Yeah, we're gonna pop this up just because I think it'll be pretty. We're gonna pop it up. Get that put away. Foam tape. Get my fatty foam tape. Get my scissors that I dedicated to sticky stuff. If you cut a lot of sticky stuff, you want to get some really good stainless steel scissors. I know these don't look really good, but they're DuraSharp 1000 or yeah 1100, made in the USA. I've had these things for years, but it's like the stuff doesn't really stick to it. And they're good cutters too. I got tired of having to clean them in between cards, right? I cut the gluey stuff and then I gotta clean them to do some fussy cutting. But yeah, you find yourself some good, not so sticky scissors and you'll be happy. Gonna do those two. I'm just gonna do the two. It's not gonna bend that much in the middle, I promise. They don't get super saggy. Now I'm gonna flip those out. Okay, so this is still covered, so it's not sticky, so I can set that up here, drive it around the paper where I think I want it. Okay, and it shoots. When you fold the paper over it, it pushes up the other end, so it's not sticking down. So I can say, okay, I want it there, stick that part down, see that? And then hold it, doop, doop, ta-da! Look at that. Ooh, that's so lovely. And then you can put a nice little sentiment up at the top. Oh, look at that. Or you can do it right through there. Okay, so you can leave this open for sentiments. You don't have to, although this one does look nice with a sentiment. Like a thanks, or a thinking of you, anything. Or your sentiment can go on the inside. But yeah, so there's that. Look at that. We've got a few minutes before 8 o'clock. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab, because this stamp is so easy, we're gonna grab another piece of paper. I'm looking for the tape that I already put in there. Okay, and we're gonna get, where's that paper at? Ah, there we go. Get some actual watercolor paper. Watercolor paper. Watercolor paper. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Look at that. Ooh. Ooh, ooh. I'm gonna stamp on the back side of the watercolor paper because it's smoother. We're gonna stamp this whole thing out. Why not, right? Why not? Let go, little magnets. That should be all right like that. And then we're gonna get our VersaFine Clear because that one is water friendly. Oh, I gotta pick up my stamp. Pick up my stamp. Let's pick that up. You know what? We're gonna try our new magnet. Nope. Can't go there. And you're not strong enough to go there, I don't think. Yeah, maybe. Yep, okay. Mr. Abraham. Ooh. Okay, we're gonna stamp. Thank you. This is by the ton. It's the Poppy Close Up. Oh no. Ew. Okay. Why did that happen? That happened because there's a bubble in there. So when I put my stamp down, I wasn't paying attention and there was a bubble right under these. It's such a big stamp, you gotta watch for that. Okay. Let's see. There's gonna be one there too. I want to make sure those inner pieces are down. There we go. That should work. I should have known it when I was stamping it up, but it's all right. Just clean her up, clean her up. This one is watercolor paper. The other one was not. Okay. So, ugh, get on there. What is this on? A magnet. It's on a magnet. Okay, we'll get that there. Nope, nope, gotta send it that way. We can actually scooch that right up to the hingy part. That'll be nice. Get our magnet out of the way. Okay, so we're gonna put it right there. See if we can do this time. Hopefully that's down enough. Okay. Okay, it's almost there. We're gonna redo that center and this cluster of leaves, petals. I know, I ratted myself out. It's okay. Because he's gotta know I use whatever. Woo. Okay, so look at that. Look at that. Oops. Shoot. There's a little bit right there. What little bit is that? I think that's that guy right there. No. It's one of those guys. Nope. I totally missed it. It's that guy. And you know what? It's missing. There's a missing blurb right there. Interesting. That's alright. We can fix that. Okay. Woo-wee. Clean this off. on there. I'll put that away later. Later. Okay, got a few minutes. I wonder if we can get that to emboss a little bit. Come here, paper. Let's get on there. We're gonna use the shadow. And whatever it sticks to, it sticks to. It's all right. Ooh-wee, look at that. Trying to rush. Don't rush it, you guys. Don't rush. Look at that. It's gonna look beautiful. I hope. Come on, close down. There we go. Having the AC blowing in the background is me. The powder go everywhere. Okay, so here we go. Yeah. Ooh-wee. Ooh, I like that. Oh, I missed a spot. So you can use your, if you stamp this in red and then use a red embossing glaze, I bet you that would be amazing. And please hold, my desk is very powdery and it's bugging me. Powder everywhere. Oh yeah, sorry, I forgot about it too. Wax sheets. The wax sheets have a different texture than the roll of wax paper that I have. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Ooh, isn't that just gorgeous? We got 7 minutes. Well, if you guys need a run, that's okay, because I'm taking up your time. But Gina K is over at Stamp Timber channel. What? Simon says stamp. There we go. Simon says stamp. She's on at 8 o'clock. So if you want to run over there, that's all right by me. This will be always up for you guys. And we're going to use that one. We're going to use that one. But this should go fairly quickly. I want a purple for some shadow. And then, not you. Not you. Are you? Well, you're kind of pink. So we're going to do these ones. And we're going to start this time. We're going to start by putting some water down. Because, yeah. Put some water on that one and that one, and we'll see how it goes. Maybe that's a little too much. Let's get some of that out of there. Okay, get some water on there and go in with our dark. Yep, a little too much water. That's all right. We can go back in and fix that. Just go right back over it. Ooh, look at that. Darken right up. Yeah. There's that one. There's this one, which is even darker. So that's gonna be really nice in there. Get some color rolling out. And again, not so perfect. I like doing not so perfect. It's just more fun. See, the color moves a lot better on actual watercolor paper. But if you're in a pinch and you don't have it, man, you can still use whatever you have. There's no rules. Just know that you get a better quality if you can use. Oh, look at that, just blend out. Nice and light. Drag some of that out. Get our lighter one. Like that. So you can do dry and then wet. Just whatever is easier for you. Nice pink and red poppy. Now this petal is like shoved way behind all of these, so we can actually get really dark with this one. All the way up. And embossing will give you the ability to kind of corral your colors a little bit if you want that. So you can get a lot of variations just with 2 markers. I mean, that's all I've got out right now. Again, it's a little too much water. It's okay, we'll share it. Share the water. Get over there. Kind of let it do its thing. Get this one a little bit darker, I'm feeling. Right in there. These are the Arteza water pens. They were gifted to me. They're really fabulous. So I might be giving away my other set. It's a starter set. It's not anything fancy. But, so And I think I'll just mail it out to somebody. Ooh, that's neat. So I got a little bit of a water drop right there. It just did some interesting things. Bye, Debbie J. Sorry, my comments were closed, and I'm like really hyper focused on this because this is a lot of fun. Like I'm talking to you guys when I do a pre-recorded. This is what I do. I just sit, look down, chat with you guys while the camera is recording. Woo. Look at that. Look at that. And as you do more and more coloring, you'll see where you like your lights and darks. They don't have to really have a rhyme or reason. You just put them in there. Like that one just, I don't know, that one just looks nice like it is. But I feel like this one back here needs to be a little bit darker. So I'm gonna go in and add some darkness. Like so. And see it just drag that color. You could do this with your watercolor pencils, the same thing. Just get the darker pencil up on the edge and then drag it out. Oh, look at that. Come back to this one. So just kind of follow there. Got a little bit too much water, which you could dab off, which is another fun thing. You know, you can get some different techniques rolling with dabbing. I think I'm gonna put a little bit of darkness here. Like it's rolling over, so I'm gonna put it in archy wise, you know, it's not a straight line, kind of swoop it. Yeah, there we go. I like that. There we go. Kind of like it's bent over. And then soften that up. Here we go. This one like it's underneath that one. Get that one a little bit. Nope. And if you don't like it, like right there, it's just too straight of a line, right? I can go back in with more color to kind of help blend that out. So I'm gonna just add some more color. Okay, and then let it dry a little bit, and then you can go and do it again if you need to. Shadows by the, usually when the artist is drawing lines, these veins, they're a shadow area. You can shadow on both sides, because they're indicating that it kind of bends right there. So you can shadow both sides, one side, but you want to add some shadow in there. I need to quit playing with that area. I need to dry that out. Get this turned to pink. I'm going to leave that little white spot there because I got some white spots going on. Just like so. Look at that. Ooh, wouldn't have fun. Look at how pretty it is. Now, wait, that's the wrong one. You go on there. The centers of poppies, I think, are kind of blackish. So we're gonna go ahead and put some brown in there. I'm just gonna add some brown. Because brown can be your shadow. It doesn't always have to be grays or black as a shadow. You can use browns. You know, brown is just a step away from any particular color. Ooh, I like that. Ooh, I like that. Let's go like that. Beautimous. Ooh. So there's the poppy stamped, and then with the glaze embossing shadow, which it doesn't really change the color of the black because black is already dark. And then our other one, with the no line coloring, you know, we used the ink on 3 on some craft paper. So you can do this with any of your stamps. If you have roses, daisies, stuff like that, if you stamp them on colored cardstock and then color them, you're gonna give another look to it. I love this. But you know, it just and then get yourself some of the lost shadow, because you can use this on everything, and we're gonna be using that more. Because look at that with that lost shadow just sitting on top. It just gives a nice, and yeah, you could do this with clear, but clear's not going to change the color. It's actually made the orange dirty and more brownish colored for the shadow, and it just made the red part just darker. So see, that gives a different look than just being clear. And then emboss your stamps. I think I'm gonna fussy cut that out and stick it somewhere, but I don't know where. All right, my friends, thank you so much for hanging out with me. Yes, yeah. If you can toner foil, it is cheaper than the glimmer, but if you gotta have it, you gotta have it. I don't use my glimmer a lot during the non-holiday season, but I hope to do more because I got some good stuff that's not Christmassy. So, thank you guys for hanging out with me. Thank you, Mary Alice. Glimmer using the big kick. Yeah. Yep. I agree with Empty Nest. But I jumped on that wagon. I bought it. I mainly bought it for Christmas cards because the foiling for Christmas cards looks really pretty. But yeah. Yes, money wise, 100% toner foiling. And nowadays, you just need the Mink or a really good laminator machine, and you don't even need a printer because there's a lot of companies already putting out toner foil designs. So that's good too. Alrighty, my friends, I will chat with you later. Have a great evening. We'll see you here Saturday, 7 p.m. Eastern. Me and Deborah will be doing 2 crafty girls and working. Well, I'll be working in my journal. I don't know what she's doing, but I'll be working in my journal. So until then, have a great evening, everyone. Bye-bye.